Samhita Anchalila, chapter 15, text 22.
কৃষ্ণগন্ধ মাধুর্যের বল, কৃষ্ণাঙ্গ সৌরভর, মৃগ মদ মদহর, নীলোৎপলের হরে গর্ভধন, জগৎ নারীর নাশা তার, ভিতর পাতে বাসা, নারীগণে করে আকর্ষণ।
The fragrance of Krishna's body is more maddening than the aroma of musk, and it surpasses the fragrance of the bluish lotus flower. It enters the nostrils of all the women of the world, and making a nest there, thus attracts them.
So I don't think in Dallas, Texas, USA, have any blue lotuses.
I don't think in Dallas, Texas, USA, that you have any blue lotuses.
So we cannot imagine what the aroma is of blue lotus.
So we cannot imagine what the aroma is of the blue lotus.
The point is that Krishna, he doesn't need perfume. His body has a natural fragrance.
The point is that Krishna, he does not need perfume. His body has natural fragrance.
And so in Vrindavan, the devotees, they are appreciating these attraction of Lord Krishna.
So in Vrindavan, the gopis, they are appreciating the attraction of Lord Krishna.
As we describe the five primary relationships.
As we have described the five primary relationships.
Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya.
Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya.
Neutrality, certitude, friendship, parental love, and conjugal love.
Neutrality, servitorship, friendship, paternity, and what's the last one? Paternal love and conjugal love.
So, actually, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he's revealing this Madhurya Rasa.
Actually, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he's revealing the Madhurya Rasa.
Before, that was kept very confidential.
Before, it was kept very confidential.
Lord Caitanya, he described all the different rasas.
But Lord Chaitanya, he described all the different rasas.
So, and all the different rasas, Krishna is the center.
In all the different rasas, Krishna is the center.
His friendship, he had cowherd boys, and they would play together.
His friendship, he has cowherd boys, and they're playing together.
His friends of love, Radha Yasodhananda Maharaj, they saw Lord Krishna, his friends of love.
And in parental love, there's Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj.
They saw Krishna with friends of love.
What? Oh, they showered with. They're showering Krishna with parental love. Thank you.
And with the conjugal love, and then now the gopis.
And then with the conjugal love, it's in Vrindavan and with the gopis.
And then Dwarka are the queens.
And in Dwarka, there are the queens.
So here, Radharani is speaking to her friend Vishaka.
And here, Radharani is speaking with her friend Vishaka.
And she's qualifying the attractive qualities of Krishna
And she is glorifying the attractive qualities of Krishna,
especially from the angle of Madhurya Rasa.
especially from the angle of Madhurya Rasa. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, chapter 15, text 23.
কৃষ্ণধর স্পর্শের মাধুর্যেরও বল, কৃষ্ণেরও অধরামৃত, তাতে কর্পূর মন্দস্মিত, সমাধুর্য হরে নারীর মন। অন্যত্র ছাড়াই লাভ না, পাইলে মনে ক্ষোভ, ব্রজ নারীগণের মূলধন।
Krishna's lips are so sweet when combined with the camphor of his gentle smile that they attract the minds of all women, forcing them to give up all other attractions. If the sweetness of Krishna's smile is unobtainable, great mental difficulties and lamentation result. That sweetness is the only wealth of the gopis of Vrindavan.
Krishna lips, he smiles, he plays on the flute.
Krishna's lips, he smiles, he plays on the flute.
This way, he's attracting the gopis and Vrindavan.
And in this way, he is attracting the gopis in Vrindavan.
So, Krishna has all attractive features,
So Krishna has all attractive features,
and depending on the different rasas or the devotees, different features are attractive.
and depending on the different rasas of the devotees, different features are attractive.
We see that there are four Vaishnava Sampradayas,
We see that there are four Vaishnav Sampradayas,
and that to advance in Krishna consciousness, you need to receive initiation on one of those four.
and to advance in Krishna consciousness, you need to receive initiation from one of those four.
The three Sampradaya, they worship Krishna, more Narayana.
Of the Sri Sampradaya, they worship more Narayan,
They are in the Vaikuntha Ras.
and they are in the Vaikuntha Ras.
In the Pushti Marg, the Vishnu Swami Rudra Sampradaya,
In the Pushti Marg, Vishnu Swami Rudra Sampradaya. Hare Krishna.
they worship Krishna in the parental Ras.
They worship Krishna in the parental Ras.
And in the both in the four Kumars and the Brahma Sampradaya, which are in,
Both the four Kumaras and the Brahma Sampradaya, which we are in,
they worship Krishna. That the highest realization is the Madhurya Ras.
they worship Krishna. The highest realization is the Madhurya Ras.
So every Sampradaya has some aspect.
So every Sampradaya has a different certain aspect.
But everyone, they all accept Krishna or Vishnu as supreme.
But everyone, they all accept that Krishna or Vishnu is the supreme. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, chapter 15, text 24.
প্রভুর কৃষ্ণ বিরহে সঙ্গীতদ্বয়ের নিকট বিলাপ, এত কহি গৌরহরি, দুই জনার কণ্ঠ ধরি, কহে শুনো স্বরূপ রামারয়, কাহা করো কাহা যাও, কাহা গেলে কৃষ্ণ পাও, দুহে মোরে কেহ কহ সে উপায়।
After speaking in this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu caught hold of the necks of Rāmānanda Rāya and Svarūpa Dāmodara. Then the Lord said, "My dear friends, please listen to me. What shall I do? Where shall I go? Where can I go to get Krishna? Please, both of you, tell me how I can find him."
Lord Chaitanya was in intense separation of Krishna.
So Lord Chaitanya was an intense separation from Krishna.
And he's teaching how to worship Krishna in separation.
And he is teaching how to worship Krishna in separation.
Since we don't have Krishna, it's easy for us to worship Krishna in separation.
Since we don't have Krishna, it's easy for us to worship Krishna in separation.
So, by desiring to be with Krishna, then one naturally starts to awaken their dormant love for Krishna.
By desiring to be with Krishna, then naturally one awakens his love for Krishna. One naturally awakens his love for Krishna. One naturally awakens his dormant love for Krishna. Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Antya-lila, chapter 15, text 25.
এই মতো গৌর প্রভু প্রতিদিনে দিনে বিলাপ করেন স্বরূপ রামানন্দ সনে।
Thus absorbed in transcendental pain, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lamented day after day in the company of Svarūpa Dāmodara Goswami and Rāmānanda Rāya.
So, Lord Caitanya was speaking to Rāmānanda Rāya and Dāmodara Goswami.
So Lord Chaitanya was speaking to Rāmānanda Rāya and Svarūpa Dāmodara Goswami.
Lamentation and desires of meeting Krishna.
In lamentation and desires of meeting Krishna.
So his discussion was almost mad.
So his discussion was almost mad.
Because he was always thinking about how can I go and see Krishna,
Because he was always thinking of how I can go and see Krishna,
how I can be with Krishna,
how I can be with Krishna.
just like Radharani was lamenting that Krishna left Vrindavan.
Just like Radharani was lamenting that Krishna left Vrindavan.
So Lord Chaitanya was in this mood.
So Lord Chaitanya was in this mood. Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Antya-lila, chapter 15, text 26.
প্রভুর বিরহে স্বরূপ ও রাম রায়ের সান্ত্বনা। সেই দুইজন প্রভুরে করে আশ্বাসন, স্বরূপ গায় রায় করে শ্লোক পঠন।
To enhance the ecstatic mood of the Lord, Svarūpa Dāmodara Goswami would sing appropriate songs and Rāmānanda Rāya would recite suitable verses. In this way, they were able to pacify him.
Because the songs composed about Krishna pastimes
Because the songs were composed about Krishna's pastimes,
would give Lord Chaitanya some feeling of Krishna consciousness.
would give Lord Chaitanya some feeling of Krishna consciousness.
And there's no difference between the name of Krishna, the songs about Krishna, and Krishna.
So there's no difference between the name of Krishna, the song about Krishna, and Lord Krishna.
And this way, Lord Chaitanya would be somewhat pacified, and he would also be ecstatic.
And in this way, Lord Chaitanya would be somewhat pacified and he would also be ecstatic.
Rāmānanda Rāya did the similar thing by quoting several verses from the Bhagavatam, other verses.
Rāmānanda Rāya would do the similar thing by quoting verses from the Srimad Bhagavatam and other verses. Sri Caitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, chapter 15, text 27.
প্রভুর ভাবোপযোগী প্রিয় গ্রন্থ সমূহ কর্ণামৃত বিদ্যাপতি শ্রী গীত গোবিন্দ ইহার শ্লোক গীতে প্রভুর করায় আনন্দ।
The Lord especially liked to hear Bilva Mangala Thakur's Krishna Karnamrita, the poetry of Vidyapati, and Sri Gita Govinda by Jayadev Goswami. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt great pleasure in his heart when his associates chanted verses and sang songs from these books. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed his burning emotions.
When Jayadev Goswami was writing Gita Govinda in Mayapur,
When Jayadev Goswami was writing Gita Govinda in Mayapur,
in Ritudip,
in Ritudvip,
at that time, they were thinking that he was seeing that somehow Krishna was surrendering to Radharani.
At that time, he was seeing somehow that Krishna was surrendering to Radharani,
Or something like that.
or something like that.
And then he hesitated to write. Krishna, being the supreme person of Godhead, how could he surrender to anyone else?
But he hesitated to write because Krishna, being the supreme personality of Godhead, how could he surrender to anyone else?
And then he told his wife, I'm going to the Ganges to take a bath.
So then he told his wife, I'm going to the Ganges to take a bath.
And he left. Then Jayadev Goswami appeared to come back.
So he left, and then Jayadev Goswami appeared and came back.
And he sat down at the table where he was writing
And he sat down at the table where he was writing,
and wrote something.
and he wrote something.
And he told his wife, I'd have prasadam.
And he told his wife, I'd have prasadam,
And she fed him.
and she fed him.
And he said, I have to go out, see our disciple.
And then he said, I have to go out and see a disciple.
And he left.
And he left.
And then he came back.
Then he came back.
And what's her wife's name? Padmavati or
Jayadev Goswami's wife, what's his name again?
anyway,
Someone says Padmavati. Anyways, Guru Maharaj.
came back. I saw my wife eating.
And he came back, and then he saw his wife eating.
How are you doing?
And he said, what are you doing?
You already ate? I said, I ate.
You already ate after I haven't eaten?
Oh, I ate. What did I do? I did what?
I ate. What did I do? You came in and wrote on the book?
And went and saw. And then the thing he was thinking about that he surrendered to Radharani.
I mean, then he went and he was thinking about it, but he saw that it says he surrendered to Radharani.
And he came back, asked his wife, what did happen?
Then he came back and asked his wife, what just happened?
You came and you wrote something in the book. I fed you.
He said, you came, you wrote something on the book, I fed you,
And you left.
and you left.
I forgot the name last night. You are the most fortunate lady in the whole world.
Then he said to his wife, "You are the most fortunate lady in the whole world."
That was Krishna who came.
That was Krishna who came.
He took my form. He came and wrote in the book. He took your prasadam.
He came, he took my form, he came, he wrote in the book and took your prasadam.
You are the most fortunate lady.
You are the most fortunate lady.
You personally fed Krishna.
You personally fed Krishna.
So we tell this pastime when we go to Rita Deep.
So we tell this pastime when we go to Ritri Dweep.
He's Jayadeva Goswami is staying now. There's a Gorgadadhar temple.
Where Jayadev Goswami was staying, now there's a Gaur Gadadhar temple.
And so he went because he was staying near the jog pit.
He went because he was staying near the jog pit.
But when the king went to see him,
But when the king went to see him,
the king was a Kshatriya. He was considered inferior to Brahmins.
the king was a Kshatriya, so he was considered inferior to Brahmins.
And he couldn't go to Brahman without asking permission.
He couldn't go to a Brahmana without asking permission.
Jayadev said he would leave.
So Jayadev said he would leave.
The king asked him, "I'm sorry, please stay the other side of the river, but don't leave my kingdom."
Then he said, "I'm sorry, but please stay on the other side of the river, but don't leave my kingdom."
So then Jayadev Goswami stayed in Ritudeep.
So then Jayadev Goswami stayed in Ritu Dweep.
So all these devotees, like Jayadev Goswami, like these other authors,
So all these poetries by Jayadev Goswami and other authors,
they are appreciated by Lord Chaitanya.
they were appreciated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
They're very confidential.
They're very confidential pastimes.
Lord Chaitanya, he was experiencing the pastimes of Radharani and Krishna.
Lord Chaitanya, he was experiencing pastimes of Radharani and Krishna.
And Krishna was like of the different affairs between himself and Radharani.
Krishna would like the different affairs between himself and Radharani. Thus ends the chapter entitled Svarūpa Dāmodara and Rāmānanda Rāya, Hear the Lamentation of Lord Chaitanya, under the section The Transcendental Madness of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
I will.
Do you have the Zoom? We're connecting the last.
Any question?
Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. You mentioned the different relationships with Krishna. My question is, how do we know which one we need to be serving him as, and how can we develop that love for Krishna?
In due course of time, this thing is revealed to you.
In due course of time, this thing is revealed to you.
And sometimes Prabhupada would tell different disciples what rasa they were experiencing.
Sometimes Srila Prabhupada would challenge different disciples. Tell. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear. I misheard. Sometimes Srila Prabhupada would tell different disciples what rasa they were in.
Uh, they think that revealed at some point.
These things are revealed at some point.
If you're affected by the pastime of Lord Caitanya, I mean, one thing, Lord Nityananda, that's another thing.
If you're attracted by Lord Chaitanya, that's one thing, or Lord Nityananda, that's another thing.
Like that, different symptoms of different rasas.
Like that, different symptoms with different rasas.
First of all, we need to develop our Krishna consciousness.
But first of all, we need to develop our Krishna consciousness.
Service is common with all.
Service is common with all.
And as you go up, the different, like conjugal, have all the other rasas included.
And as you go up, like conjugal has all the other rasas included.
Friendship includes dasya and santa.
Friendship includes dasya and shanta.
And paternal includes all the others.
And paternal includes all the others,
Except Madhurya.
except Madhurya.
So like that. So first of all, we need to develop our service attitude to Krishna.
So like that. And first of all, we need to develop our service to Krishna, service attitude to Krishna.
Last night, someone was saying how we can ask Krishna for service, not asking for some material benediction.
Last night, someone was asking, how can we ask Krishna for service, not for some material benefit?
I was explaining how we don't want to do business with Krishna.
So I was explaining we don't want to do business with Krishna.
And I served you by giving something back material.
That I serve you and you give me something back material.
We want serving. We want to continue serving.
We are serving and we want to continue serving.
Just like Kadamba Swami, before he passed away, I got to see him.
Just like Kadamba Swami, before he passed away, I went to see him virtually.
And he said, in my lifetime, I've been doing service to Krishna.
He said, in my lifetime, I've been doing service to Krishna.
And when I leave the body, I'll have another service.
And when I leave the body, I'll just have another service.
A devotee must always engage in service.
So a devotee wants to always engage in service.
And then they build out different rasas.
And then they build up different rasas.
But service is common to all.
But service is common to all.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances onto your divine lotus feet. My question is, respectful obeisances onto your divine lotus feet. My question is, how can we chant attentively and not get distracted while chanting?
interesting.
Interesting.
Being a manager, I always had thoughts would come up in my mind.
Being a manager, I always had thoughts which came up in my mind.
And I have to do this, I have to do that.
I have to do this, I have to do that.
I keep a small notebook in my pocket.
So I'd keep a small notebook in my pocket.
I just write down, so I wouldn't be distracted by the thoughts.
So I'd just write down, and so that way I wouldn't be distracted by my thoughts.
I chant looking at Srila Lotus feet,
I chant looking at Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet,
or at some deities or some picture,
or at some deities or some picture,
and I try to concentrate.
and I try to concentrate.
At the end of the chanting, I look at my book and see what notes I have.
And then at the end of my chanting, I'd look at my book and see what notes I'd written,
What I have to do.
what I had to do.
I don't know if that's useful, but like that. Some different methods to keep my mind on the chanting.
So I don't know if that's useful, but that's some different methods that may help to keep your mind on the chanting. There's two more, please.
হ্যালো গুরু মহারাজ, আমার প্রণাম গ্রহণ করবেন। হরে কৃষ্ণ। হরে আমার একটা কোশ্চেন, আমরা যেন আপনি বললেন ওই পাঁচটা না, যে বাৎসল্য আর দাসত্ব ভগবানের সেবা দেওয়া হয়। আচ্ছা, দাসত্ব, বাৎসল্য, শোক, মাধুর্য, আর একটা ভুলে গেছি, শান্ত। তার আমি যখন ভগবানের সেবা দিই, পিতা মাতা হিসাবে আমি দিই, এটা কি ঠিক আছে? মানে রাধা কৃষ্ণ আছে কিনা? মানে ঘরে বিগ্রহ আছে তো? ঠিক আছে,
আপনার মা বাবা সেরকম ভাব নিয়ে সেবা করে, এটা ঠিক আছে নাকি গুরু মহারাজ? এটা আপনাকে কে শিখিয়ে দিয়েছে? So the question was that she's saying, I serve Radha and Krishna with the mood that they are my father and mother. So Guru Maharaj is answering, who taught you this?
Shastra.
এটাই কিছু শাস্ত্রে লেখা আছেন? মানে গুরু মহারাজ এমনি জিজ্ঞাসা করছেন, আপনি কোথায় থেকে পেয়েছেন? There's that song, no? তুমি আমার পিতা, তুমি আমার বাবা, বন্ধু, ভাই, আর কেউ নাই।
To consider Krishna like our father would probably be Santaras.
You understand English, no? Yeah. So to consider our father, our Krishna, our father, that would be considered Shantaras.
Because we're just appreciating Krishna.
Because we're just appreciating Krishna.
But to actually serve Krishna, that's a dasaras.
But actually, to serve Krishna, that is dasyaras.
So, so there we see Krishna as our master.
So, uh, in whatever case, we see Krishna as our master.
Okay.
Okay. There we see Krishna as our master.
Now, Sakiras, we see Krishna as our friend.
In Sakyaras, we see Krishna as our friend.
And Pratana Rasa, we see Krishna as our child.
And in paternal rasa, we see Krishna as our child.
And in the Daya Rasa, we see Krishna as our lover or husband.
In Madhurya rasa, we see Krishna as our lover, our husband.
Consider Krishna like father, other Sangha Rasa.
To consider Krishna like father is like Shanta rasa. যদি তুমি মনে করছেন যে কৃষ্ণ আমার বাবার মতন, শুধু মনে করছে, সেবা না করে, সেটা শান্ত রস। কিন্তু সেবা যদি করেন, তাহলে সেটাই দাস্য রস।
It's not like that Krishna is everything for us.
It's not like that Krishna, no, it is, there is a song that Krishna is everything to us.
And that way it's all right.
In that way, it is all right.
But in that song it says, Krishna Mata, Krishna Tita, Krishna Dana Pran.
In that song, it says, Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran.
He's our life and soul.
He is our life and soul.
So he's everything.
He is everything.
Any other question?
Any other question?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Maharaj, I have a question. Do we need to have initiation and surrender to go back to Godhead?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
I answered this question yesterday.
I answered this question yesterday.
So many are here.
So many are here on the Zoom call.
If we have initiation and we follow the Guru, then our road to Krishna is sure.
If we have a guru and follow him, then our road to Krishna is sure.
If you have a bona fide Guru.
If you have a bona fide guru.
Now, if one meets a bona fide Guru, but he doesn't take initiation out of false ego,
If one meets a bona fide guru and doesn't take initiation out of false ego,
then that's the obstacle.
then that's an obstacle.
If one doesn't meet a Guru and he tries, he reads Prabhupada books, follows,
If someone doesn't meet a guru and he's trying, he's reading Srila Prabhupada's books and trying to follow,
then no problem.
then there's no problem.
Some people think, oh, I don't need a Guru. I don't need a guru.
Some people think, oh, I don't need a guru.
And even they need a bona fide guru, they don't take any shelter.
And even they meet a bona fide guru, they don't take any shelter.
So that could be an obstacle.
So that could be an obstacle.
There's all kind of circumstances.
But there is all kinds of circumstances.
Generally, one should have one right spiritual master
Generally, one should have a bona fide spiritual master
and should take initiation.
and should take initiation.
And they say they said, provide that devotional service, following the instructions of the Guru.
And in this way, they should perform their devotional service following the instructions of their guru.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my respectful obeisance to your divine feet, lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, Chandramohan Prabhu is from Sri Sampradaya, and he's following Chinarjir Swami. So there they have different way of initiating. So would you like to comment on that, Guru Maharaj? Like bona fide acharya and the different methods of initiation, what is your recommendation? Like, what do you think about that? Is that also proper initiation and proper parampara, and he'll go back to Krishna through that route?
Sri Sampradaya is one of the 4 Sampradayas mentioned.
So Sri Sampradaya is one of the 4 Sampradayas mentioned in the Padma Purana.
And so that's a bona fide Sampradaya.
So that is a bona fide Sampradaya.
And what I was trying to analyze, what is their process of initiation?
So I was trying to analyze what is their process of initiation.
And it seems like the actual initiation given to the sannyasis and Rāmānadas are intimate with the association.
It's grihastas also. So it seems like they give the initiation to the sannyasis and the grihastas who are very intimately associated with the guru.
Actually, not clearly that they use this branding on the body, Shaka Chakra.
But it wasn't clear to me how they give this branding on the body, the chakra and shanka.
That is initiation.
How that is initiation.
Because normally initiation is receive some mantra and name is changed.
Because normally initiation means you receive some mantra, name is changed.
So they give everybody this Shaka Chakra.
So they give everyone this shanka chakra.
I don't know if that's really considered initiation.
I don't know if that's really considered initiation. Question.
I mean, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he was in Sri Rangam,
I mean, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he was in Sri Rangam,
but he took the shelter of Lord Caitanya.
but he took the shelter of Lord Chaitanya.
He became one of the 6 Goswamis.
He became one of the 6 Goswamis.
So he had received all those Shaka Chakras, but he took the mantra from Lord Chaitanya.
I mean, he had all those formalities. Generally, he'd received that Shanka Chakra, but he took shelter of Lord Chaitanya
He got the mantra from him.
and got a mantra and got the mantra from him.
qualified as a sampradaya, but they only they go up to the Vaikuntha.
I mean, it's bona fide, that's a sampradaya, but they only go up to Vaikuntha.
And without so like Andal Devi,
Andal Devi,
she seemed to have a kind of a special rasa with Krishna.
she seemed to have a kind of special rasa with Krishna.
And we were and Sri Rangam and the deer there said
Who there?
the deer.
The Jir, okay. Srirangam, the Jir there, said
And you're all representatives of Andal Devi.
that you are all representatives of Anda Devi.
So
Yeah, thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. That's very clear. Blessings for
There's a blessing.